Hey guys, welcome back to the interesting chords corner, where I cover different advanced chord voicings and show you how to use them in context. And today I'd like to talk about a particular chord voicing which is called a sharp 5 sharp 9 or sometimes an augmented sharp 9 chord. And I'm going to first of all show you how to build it and voice it, and then I'm going to play it in context and break down what I played so you'll have an idea of where to actually use it in your playing. So let's start by building a C augmented sharp 9. So what we do is, here's the C major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is, so what, we take the first degree, the third degree, we take the fifth degree and augment it, so we increase it by a semitone. Then we take the seventh degree and flatten it, because this is a dominant chord. And then we take the ninth degree and sharpen it, so we increase it by a semitone. And the final voicing, or the final chord, is this. So this is a C augmented sharp 9. Let's do another example. Let's do an E augmented sharp 9. Here's the E major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we take the first, third, fifth and sharpen it, seventh and flatten it, and ninth and sharpen it. So here is an E augmented sharp 9. Now, you can play this chord in different inversions, and you can double some of the voicings or move them around. So this is really the root form of the chord. When you want to omit notes, you have to remember that the most important notes to keep in are the third, the seventh, and the sort of the highest altered degree, which is a sharp 9 in this case. So for the case of an E augmented sharp 9, I would keep in the third, the flattened seventh here, and the sharp 9 here. So this would sort of be my bare minimum voicing for this chord, and it also fits well with the left hand voicing, right? So if you play this in your left hand, this kind of sounds nice. In this particular case, I'm playing it too low, so this is probably something I'd play higher up. Let's say this would be an A augmented sharp 9, and I'll let you work out how to construct this. So just pause the video and convince yourself that this is an A augmented sharp 9. That would be a good exercise. The next thing I'd like to do is play a little piece for you, and I'll just play a chord progression so you can hear how these chords fit in context. And personally, I find that these chords, because of this sharp 9 dissonance, function well in two contexts. One of them is when approaching minor chords, and the other is when you want to sort of, let's call it a maybe funky blues sound. So let me start by playing the progression, and then we'll talk about it and break it down. So before I break down the progression, another good exercise to do is maybe pause the video and listen to the piece again and see if you can identify the places where I use this sharp 9 voicing. So pause the video, go back, have a listen, and see if you can spot the places, and then keep on playing the video, and you'll see if you got it right. But now I'm going to point out where I use the chords. So I start out with a C major. So this entire piece is in a C major scale, just because I like to keep things simple for a lot of the viewers here. And it starts with a C major 9 chord. This is a D minor 11, and here comes our E augmented sharp 9 chord. So here's our root, augmented, so sharpened 5 degree, flattened 7th, sharp 9, 3rd, and again augmented 5th. And this is followed by this A minor 9, which progresses by a chromatic motion to a G minor 9, and then that goes into an A augmented sharp 9. So again, this is actually the exact same voicing I used for the E. So this is an E, this is an A. Just transpose it down 7 semitones, and you'll see that you get exactly this voicing. So you get the root, sharp 5, flattened 7, sharp 9, 3rd, and sharp 5. And this then progresses to a D minor, which then goes into an F minor. This is really an F minor major 9 to a C major 9. And then I have this thing, and this is a B augmented sharp 9 chord to an E minor 9 to an A augmented sharp 9. This is a D minor 11. And this here is a G augmented sharp 9 to a C major 7 or major 9. So let me just pick two of these chords out. Let's take this B augmented sharp 9, and we also had a G augmented sharp 9. And if you'll see, these are really two transposed voicings of each other. So if I go take this B and I go down 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones, I'll get the voicing for the G. So really we only need to break down one of them. So let's look at this. We have a G that here's our, well, let's build the G augmented sharp 9. So here's the G major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take the 1st, 3rd, 5th, augment it, 7th, flatten it, 9th, sharpen it. And here already you see the structure I was playing in my right hand. And the left hand I was playing a G, which is a root, and the F, which is the flattened 7th. So this is a particularly nice voicing for an augmented sharp 9 chord. So I said that these augmented sharp 9 chords work well when you want to approach a minor chord, so they work as a sort of a dominant function. But this, as you can see, also works well when you approach the root. So this is a major chord, of course. So there's no real hard rule for this. I just said that personally I feel that I tend to use them more when playing these, when approaching minor chords. Now the second use I mentioned at the beginning is that these are good when you want a sort of a more, I'd say, dissonant, funky sound. So you can have something like, so you see this thing here is, well, it's not exactly, it doesn't have the sharp 5, but it would work almost as well with a sharp 5. So, and here I would do So this is a C augmented sharp 9. So I'm playing root, third, sharp 5, flat 7, sharp 9, and here I'm playing an F augmented sharp 9. And this kind of works well, I think. It's a nice sound, at least one that you should have under your belt and be familiar with. I can't say it's widely applicable, but it has a particular sort of, I'd say, funky sound. It would probably sound better on an electric piano or a clavinet or something like that. That's it for this lesson. I hope you've learned something interesting, and I'll see you next time.